Welcome back to Notch EV. I am here in the dark, late at night, at a Tesla charger, not to do a charging test, but to top up. I'm at 99%, if you can see. I'm topping up all the way to 100, and I'm doing the 70 mile an hour range test tonight. So, things for you to know. Tire pressure has been set. Climate is going to be running at 72 on the auto low setting. It's somewhere between 55 and 65 degrees out here. Apple Watch says 55, the car says 65. So let's just say it's 60 degrees. There is a 5 mile an hour wind heading north, slightly to the west, but mostly straight north. And I will be driving the car in the smooth mode setting, and I'll be in low suspension. In a previous video, I brought up the suspension, and I got roasted by a few people, which was good because I learned a little bit. I never had an air suspension car before, and you can't really drive in the lowest mode. It's for loading and unloading. So that's good because I was worried about which lowest or low I should do for my range test. And it turns out I can't do lowest, so problem solved. So we're doing low mode. Everything's looking good. 99% at the supercharger, and gravity is doing good. So join me for this ride, which I'm afraid is going to take me all night. It's already, let's see, 9:12. So we'll see. If this is interesting, please subscribe and like, because this is going to be a doozy. I kind of wish this was a Bolt or something. No, like a Leaf. I wish it was a Leaf. This should be a much easier test. Okay, just to show you guys, we're at 100%. Trip odometer reset to 0. So we will see how we do in this range test, and I will jot down on my little pad the time and start. And I'm right next to the highway, and I'll get on the highway and then I'll update you when I'm there. Okay guys, this is my first check-in now. We are at the 75% mark, and it is 10:49, and we have traveled 89 miles, and our efficiency is 3.16. That math adds up to about 360 miles full 0 to 100 range with the way it is now. So that's obviously falling 100 miles short, basically, of the claimed EPA. So we're going to have to track that. I find it interesting how my 3.14 miles per kilowatt hour here in the actual stated efficiency, is so much different than the 291 dynamic efficiency listed over there, because the drive has been very consistent. So it's interesting to me. So this is the 75% mark. We will continue on, and I will update you at 50. Just so you know, I'm not doing anything like using heated, I wanted to say massaging seats, but I'm not using heated or ventilated either. I'm trying to keep everything off the battery other than driving. And we are back at the 50% mark. The way we are looking right now is 181 miles traveled, 57.6 kilowatt hours used, and an efficiency of 3.14 miles per kilowatt hour. So at that rate, we are not hitting 400 miles, and we're in a spec gravity that should be doing 450 EPA. So I feel like the way it's looking right now is falling short by a good margin. And I see we've used 58 kilowatt hours. The battery is 123 kilowatt hours. So it does sound like we're right around that 50% mark. And not looking like 400 is even possible. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll just continue grinding and keep our eye on it. As of now, yeah, things are going fine. It's getting late. It's almost 12:15 in the morning now. If anybody, I'm jealous of Kyle doing range tests out there in like Wyoming and whatever. Those roads are so empty. It's tough to get that kind of clear run in the Northeast, or even near New York City. It's tough. But I'm curious. I need to get in touch with Tom from Out of Spec. I mean, not Out of Spec. I need to get in touch with Tom from State of Charge to see how he does his range test, because I think he does it on the New Jersey Turnpike. But when I was thinking about that, it really made me wonder, because with the turnarounds, and the New Jersey Turnpike has the tolls for getting on it, I'm wondering if he's paying like $100 in tolls just to do loops on the New Jersey Turnpike. And Tom, according to his Twitter, says he's going to be doing a gravity charging test, and I'm assuming a range test this coming week. So this is going to go up slightly before his, and it'll be interesting to have a comparison. But Tom, if you see this, even though I'm a really small channel here, let me know. I'd like to talk to you about how you do the loops in New Jersey. See if it will beat what I'm doing here. I'm in Long Island right now, just going east and west, back and forth on Long Island. But okay, 49%. I will check in with you guys for the stats on at the 25% mark. And welcome back, guys. We are at the 25% check-in, and we are at 269 miles traveled, 86.8 kilowatt hours used, and 3.09, well, it's flicking between 3.09 and 3.11 miles per kilowatt hour. Our dynamic efficiency over here says 2.98, and it's saying 88 miles left. So all in all, everything's going good, but it's still looking like we are going to fall short of 400 by potentially a decent amount. And that's where it seems to be holding steady at. Maybe around that 360 mark. I kind of want to go back and look at the footage, but I think that the dynamic range thing over here might have nailed it right off the bat of how far we were going to go. But we'll see as we get down the road. I'm tired. It's almost 2 a.m. And, even if we don't make as much range as we expected, this is still so much driving that I don't mind. But I do think that it is a little sad that I think even with a max range spec Grand Touring, we're not getting that range that they advertise. Also, one thing to note is the temperature has dropped quite a bit. The car is now saying it's 52 degrees out. When we started, I think it said 67 on temperature reader on the car. So as the nights progressed, we have lost a lot of temperature, and that is bound to affect the performance of the range. I just don't know how much that matters, but it definitely did get colder. So I will check back in as we get to the 0 mark, and I'm gonna try to do some looping back and forth in a strategic way to make sure we can get to a charger at 0. I would love to run it really until it's dead and mushy, but I have no help out here. So if I get stuck, I'm pretty screwed. Ooh, there's a deer on the side of the road. I don't like that. All right, well, I'll see you guys in 24%. We're in the end game now. 2% off the highway, almost at the charger. This is at 350 miles, 113 kilowatts used. So we still have something in the tank, so to speak. I don't have, it doesn't feel like I have reduced power yet. But the truth is we're 100 miles short of our EPA right now. And that's something. I don't know if it has to do with temperature or what, but we're definitely lacking. Definitely lacking. I'm going to drive this down a little bit longer, and then I'll check back in. Getting the critically low battery warning now. I'm at 1%. This is looking like the end, guys. We're coming up on the charger here. Climate control disabled. Pulling into the charging station. I think we should probably tick down to 0 any second. Here's the thing. The thing is that I've used 115.4 kilowatts. I feel like there's another 7 in here, but I can't risk going under 0 at 3:30 in the morning. Somewhere in Long Island. So I'm going to, when I get to 0, I'm going to plug in, and I'm going to record this number. But I'm at 358.6 miles. So we'll see. Let me just get it down to 0. I don't have, although I'm getting this warning that battery is critically low, I'm not getting any reduction in my power, like on the power bar here. Still 1%. There's a guy smoking a cigarette. Oh, just ticked down to 0. Okay. We're gonna call it here. Let me back into this charger, and we'll get the numbers. That concludes it. 0%. Battery critically low. 3 miles on the dynamic range. And trip A. Total 358.7 miles, 115 kilowatt hours, and an efficiency of 3.11 miles per kilowatt hour. So range test did not get me near 400, unfortunately. And that's kind of a shame. I'm excited to see how... and it's 3:25 a.m. I'm beat. But I'm excited to see how some other people's vehicles do. This being the one with 5-seater and the smallest wheels. I actually expected better. So in one way, I'm a little bit disappointed, but in another complete different way, that was so much driving and I'm tired as hell. And other than the fact that I feel like the miles are still owed to me, I'm completely content with the amount I just had to drive. It's the next morning now, and I have compiled this graphic and done all the math to see how things actually ended up looking. And although I feel, as you know, a little bit disappointed in not hitting 400 miles, I find it very interesting how each 25% section is very similar in usage and miles driven. I've seen other cars where it starts at the 100% to 75%, and you get a good chunk more miles in that part of the battery, and the 25 to 0, you get less. This one is broken up very even, which is kind of interesting. But here you can see everything, and thank you for watching all the way. If this was helpful, please subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.